Welcome to NKDL Garlands. Today you guys are going to see how to tie a wedding garland. I bought 2 bunches of red roses and 2 bunches of white roses. So let us start by cutting the flowers. So first I'm cutting the red flower. Please make sure where I'm cutting the flower. So you have to cut it closer so that you can insert the needle correctly to make the garland. So here you go. You guys can see how I'm cutting the red roses here. So once it is done, please make sure, look closely how I'm cutting the stems. So let's look at the blooming part of the flower. So already we have like 2 rows. I already bloomed it. I bought it, very urgently to make this garland. So if you want to bloom the flower, you can leave it in the water for a couple of days to make sure however you want it to be bloomed. But today I have to tie the garland immediately. So I started doing it manually with my fingers. So if you look closely, you will see how I'm doing it. First, before buying the flowers, you have to make sure you have more petals in the roses, as well as it should be longer and thicker, so that whenever you bloom it, it will be, it will look more beautiful. And so this is how I do the, when you look closely, I'll put my fingers and I will just, you have to do it gently, and you have to make sure that you are not going to destroy the flower, and do it gently and make sure it looks bigger and a little more beautiful. It's not very close with each other, the petals. So this is another flower I'm doing it. If you look closely, I'm just putting it on first and making it bigger a little bit. And I'm doing it slowly. I'm not sure how you guys are seeing it, but please be more gentle with the flower. So this is how you have to do it. Here you go. I have already done 2 rows. I did the blooming part already. So here's another flower. Slowly I'm just making it a little bigger, and I'm putting a little round around the flower petals. And there you go. If you see here, I have already tied 3 strings of roses already. I'm doing it for a bride and groom. So I'm going to do another row for you guys to understand how I do it. So here's the flower, and I'm pushing my needle inside the flower, and I am taking the needle behind the flower. So this is how I do it. And here's another one. I'm pushing the needle inside the flower, and I'm taking the needle from the back of the flower. Here you go. Another one. Pushing it inside and taking it from outside. Last one here. I have completed my all the strings here, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to tie the bottom part of the hanging part of the flower. So here's the stopper I use. I use the thicker part of the stem from the rose flower, and I first insert it and I keep it ready. And here is a rose. I didn't bloom this one, so again I'm showing how I'm blooming it. So I'm making it a little bigger, and this is the bottom part of the garland, and it is going to hang on the bottom part of the garland. So I already put the stopper. Now you're seeing how I bloom it, and here you go. And this is how I'm putting the needle inside and taking it from the bottom of the flower. And since we have the stopper, the rose is not going to get down. And now I'm going to tie this hanging part on the very bottom of the garland. Now we are going to cover the neck part of the mala. I'm using the thread here. I didn't have enough time to get the pearls. So here, instead of the thread, you can put a bigger pearl, bigger. And this is how I tie it. So once you put the pearl, and you can tie it very tightly as well. Next time I can make another garland with a pearl so that it will give you more idea how you can do it. So this is how I always make sure I tie it tightly so that all the hard work is not going for the waste. So please make sure you're tying correctly. And regarding the bottom part of the flower garland, so I'm combining those 2 strings now. So I'm putting a knot here, and I'm again putting another knot to make sure the garland is intact and it won't fall off. And I'm combining the bottom hanging part of the rose as well. And here you can add 2 or 3 strings of pearls, white pearls, with the hanging part of the bottom part. So it'll give more beauty to your garland. And once you're done tying all those things, please make sure you're cutting off all your threads, and it will give a very good look for your garland. Here is the completed garland. Hope you loved this video. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel. Thank you.